Hello everyone and happy Wednesday. So today I'm on with Rarity Emerald and she is the Gabbygail sculpt by Claire Taylor Dolls. Hi sweetie. So yes, your mommy talking about you. Your mommy talking about you. So today I've decided to come on and make a details video of Rarity. First of all, I do want to mention that she is not for sale. I noticed that whenever I do a details video, I always have persons asking me if the baby is for sale. So I just thought that I should mention that. I just like to do details videos of my babies. Each baby so far have had a details video, except the newest ones. So Rarity, this is her details video that I'm about to make. Then I have both Ocean and Skylar, and whenever I make details videos, I don't immediately make one after I've received the doll. I normally wait a few months. So that's the reason why for some persons it may seem to be like a bit late, like you waited so long to make a details video. I notice a lot of persons, they prefer to do it like immediately after they've received the doll. I've just always preferred to do it after a few months. Let me tell you why. Because there have been times when there's certain details about the doll that I have not noticed until after I've had the doll a few months, after I've interacted with the doll. So I'll be able to point it out in the video if it's important. Yeah, so that's my reasons for waiting. Alright, so first of all, again, this is Rarity Emerald. And again, she is the Gabbygail sculpt by Claire Taylor Dolls. And she was painted and brought to life by Miss Beverly of Bevies Babies. So first of all, what I want to do is, anyone who's familiar with when I had received Rarity, so I had received Rarity a few months back, and she was purchased as a painted kit, which means that she was not assembled. She was shipped only as a kit, a painted kit. And in my box opening, when I had opened her up, I realized that I did not have her COA or her body. So I had contacted, well, truthfully, I didn't notice I didn't have a COA at first. I noticed I didn't have a body because immediately when I received her, my first thought was to put her together. So I had contacted Miss Beverly and I, asked her about the body, and then she said she specifically included the body and the COA. So when she told me that, then that's when it hit, the COA. And then I went and double checked and the COA was not there. And then my worries begun, because I am a collector that I just have to have my paperwork. If the sculpt comes with a COA, I have to have it. Now I do have one baby in my collection, Jules by Michelle Fagan. Her sculptor does not include a COA, so that's fine. She didn't come with one because the sculptor does not include one. But for those that does include it, yeah, it's a must for me. So right away I started stressing about the COA, more so than the body. The body to me was an easy fix because I could have purchased a body from anywhere, but that COA was really a thorn in my flesh. Alright guys, so I'll tell you some more about it as I make a details video. So first of all, let me go ahead and say that she is 3 months in size. She can wear 0 to 3 months, 3 months. And I had put her on a 23-inch body the first time I put it together, and it looked fine. I just felt like the body was a little too long, so I had purchased a body from Dolls by Sandy, and I purchased it in a 21-inch. Yeah, so now she's on a 21-inch body from Dolls by Sandy's. Yeah, so again too, I did mention about the COA. I was never able to get the COA. I contacted my shipping company because what I think happened is they normally repackage my packages. So if I have 10 packages, they would open up the packages and repackage it into 1 or 2 packages. So that's what had happened. They had repackaged my package, and I think that the COA and the body was accidentally left behind. I did contact them. They said they looked, they said they didn't find it, and long story short, I never did get it. So, you know, I was so determined to get a COA that I had purchased a sculpt from McPherson's Craft. I had purchased the sculpt, the open eye, Gabbygail, only with the intent of using the COA. And unfortunately for me, when the sculpt came, it was the sleeping Gabbygail. So therefore it was still the wrong COA. So cut a long story short, I did share this information in a video, and you know what, guys, one of my viewers, one of my subscribers had suggested to me they had suggested 2 things: that if Miss Beverly had taken a picture of the COA, that I could have used that, or I could request the receipt from Miss Beverly and I could use the receipt that the sculpt is authentic. But guys, I can tell you the truth, at this time, and this was Mary O that had suggested this, it didn't dawn on me. I didn't understand it completely. The first thing came to my mind was, you know, I don't want Miss Beverly to feel as if, you know, like I feel that she didn't, you know, I just didn't want to offend her in any way. So I tried other means of getting the COA. But in an interview with Tasha from Pixie's Mommy's Reborn Dolls, and she had a guest. She had Kelly Girl and also Diana Reed, and the guest sculptor was Ping Lau. And Ping Lau in that interview had suggested for anyone, she had suggested that another means of keeping a record of your, or should I say proof, another proof that your sculpt is authentic is to keep a copy of your receipt, because the receipt shows that you purchased it from an authorized dealer. And when she had explained it to me, not this to me as if she talking to me directly, hey, no, when she had explained this in the video and the interview, then it came back to me what Miss Mario was saying. She was actually trying to explain to me. I didn't understand it that way at the time, though. I could tell you I didn't. So actually what she was saying the same thing, which is use your receipt as a copy of your COA, because your receipt shows that you purchased the sculpt from an authorized dealer. So that's what I had done, guys. I went on to Shutterfly, and I had ordered, I spoke to Miss Beverly, and I had asked her for a copy of the receipt that she had purchased the sculpt, and Miss Beverly was very kind. She automatically she gave me a copy of the receipt. So this is what I had done. She sent me a copy of the receipt. When I say sent me, you know, screenshot. She screenshot the receipt to me. So this is what I had done. I went on to Shutterfly and I made up a COA, and this is what it says. It says, "She's here introducing Gabbygail Awake," and then I put the date of the receipt, and I just included 7 pounds 8 ounces 22 inches. She is, well, you know, I just included I just included myself, like the weight. And then I put Reborn by Miss Beverly from Bevies Babies. Can you see? And then at the back is where I included a copy of the receipt, showing that this sculpt was purchased from McPherson's Craft. And here I said it's the Gabbygail Awake by Claire Taylor Dolls, and I included that not an original COA. This is a copy of a receipt of an authentic Gabbygail Awake sculpt by Claire Taylor Dolls, purchased at an authorized dealer, McPherson's Craft, on January 22nd, 2021, and was reborn by Miss Beverly at Bevies Babies. Yeah, so that's what this says. So this is not an authentic COA, but it includes the authentic receipt that was purchased from an authentic dealer, which is McPherson's Craft. Yeah, so that's what I had done. Yeah, I like my paperwork. I do. And I like it to be professional, because what I had done, I have some birth certificates and I had handwritten one, and it's just not professional. I wanted something more professional. Now I've given up on the fact that I'm going to get a COA. So I did the next best thing, which is yeah, this is the next best thing. Yeah. All right, guys, so let me go ahead and share her details video with you. So I'm going to show her body. Again, she is on a 21-inch body. So right now she would be 21 inches, but the original sculpt is 22 inches. Because keeping in mind, she's not on the original body from Claire Taylor. And I don't mind. In fact, I have the original body because I still have the sleeping sculpt that I had purchased. But I'm not, you know, that doesn't bother me anymore. Now that I was able to get a copy of the receipt that shows that she's an authentic. I mean, even without the receipt, she is stamped at the back of the head. You know, that shows that she is also authentic. But again, let me go ahead and share her details. So this is her body. Her body was purchased from Dolls by Sandy. It's a 21-inch body, and I like it. I do like it. I'm sure they had a 22, but I went ahead and I ordered a 21. I was fine with the 21. And she wears a perfect 0 to 3 to 3 months in size. And her feet is size 1. Yeah, she wears size 1. Her pampers, now her pampers is a size 2. But I'm putting her on a size 3 pampers today. So she's going to wear these Huggies that has the Mickey Mouse. Yeah, it has Mickey Mouse. So I'm going to dress her in a size 3. But before I completely put this pampers on, let me show you the back of her body. Come here, sweet. So I just want to show what her body looks like in the back. So she has the gathered tushy at the back. Again, she's in a standard 21 size body, 21-inch body. I do want to put her Pampers on because you know how YouTube is so particular. So let me go ahead and put her in. But I wanted to show you the back of her body first. Yeah. And then the front of the body has like the gathered chest. Yeah, I can see that this Pampers is a bit big, but that's okay. Size 3. Keeping in mind she's on a 21-inch body, so that's why she fits a size 2 pretty good. A size 2 in Pampers pretty good. Okay. And now a details video, basically what we do is we tell you more about the details in terms of the painting. Like she's painted in an AA skin tone, and she has green glass eyes. She has painted eyebrows. She has rooted eyelashes, and her nose is shaded on the inside. And her painting is amazing. She has rooted hair, and her hair is I would say brown. Yeah, I would say brown mohair. And looking at her, I can see that she has veinings. You know, I cannot see it like it's not protruding per se, but I could see it very lightly, like looks like it's under the skin tone. Very lightly I can see it. She's also textured. Then she has blushing like in the knees and the elbows. She is shaded in the creases, and her she is also tipped. And what I like, especially in my AA babies, I like when the top of the fingernails are shaded dark. Yeah, so Miss Beverly had done that, and she is painted with the like that French tip that has the white at the end of the nail beautifully. So the sculpt, as you can see, is full arms and full legs, and both hands are open. Yeah, both of her hands are open. Her feet, like the toes, the big toe is separated, the 4 toes are joined together on the right feet, and on the left feet the big toe is separated, the little toe is separated, and the 3 toes in the middle is joined together. Yeah, beautiful sculpt, definitely. And guys, what I also love about this sculpt, I think I mentioned it before, I mean in general, I had mentioned it with another baby, McQuell, which is my India by Rarity Eagles. I love a baby that has a long head. I find that the Gabbygails, when I say long hair, I'm saying head, not hair. Her head is long, and I love to grip it in my hand. I prefer a long head baby versus a flat head baby. I just do. And I find that her head is long. That's one of the things that I had noticed too about her before I had purchased the sculpt. I noticed that she have a long head in the back. Yeah, that's a preference of mine. I mean, if I can, yeah, that's a preference of mine if I can have it. I'm not saying that not having it is a deal breaker for me. I'm not saying that, because I have had beautiful babies that have a flat head in the back, but I prefer the feel of the head in my hand when the head is long. Yeah. All right, so let me go ahead and dress her now. I think that's everything. The only other thing really is showing you like what her, the painting of her hand and nails. Maybe I'll go ahead and show you that then. Okay, so let me go ahead. You know what? Let me bring the camera a bit closer. I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I just want to show you her green eyes. And these are green glass eyes. And she has painted eyebrows. And she has rooted eyelashes. And her nose is shaded. And there's her mouth. You could see it, just a little bit of her gums. Beautiful. Definitely. And again, she is rooted with mohair. I would say brown mohair. Yeah. So let me show you her nails. Those are her hands, painted beautifully. And this is what I was trying to say. Like, I love when the tip of the finger is shaded dark on the top of the nail bed. Yeah, I love that. Because, I mean, most African Americans have that. As you can see, I do. Yeah. And then the other hand, this is what the painting looks like. And now her feet. So that's her right feet. And then the next is her left feet. There. Beautiful. And again, she is textured. I love when my babies are textured also. But now that I've started doing a little painting, now I could understand some things. Not much, guys. I'm just beginning. And you know what? I had painted a second sculpt that, in my opinion, came out worse than the first. So I'm not even sure if I'm going to share that one. Yeah, but she is beautiful. Definitely. She is beautiful. Definitely. I'm a huge fan of Miss Beverly's Babies. I am. All right. And again, if you notice, like what I was saying about the head, I just love, see how her head just protrudes pretty long. If I'm making sense, I just love that. I do. Right, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and dress her. Today is Wednesday, so I'm going to also dress her for Onesie Wednesday. She has her Pampers on already, so I'm going to put an undershirt on her. And the undershirt is size 3 months by Cardis. And I think this theme this week is lambs, I think. Guys, I'm terrible. I know. So I put this little lammy here. Yeah. All right. Yeah, guys, so that is what I had done. What I did is I had requested from Miss Beverly a copy of the receipt. And I do want to thank Mary O. She was the first person that had suggested that. Well, she was the only person other than Ping Lau that had suggested that. But I just didn't, the light just didn't cut on. You know, sometimes you just don't understand, the light doesn't cut on. Because when she had originally mentioned it, for me to contact Miss Beverly and get a copy of the receipt, you know, I think anyway, it just didn't dawn on me. And then in the interview with Ping Lau, she mentioned that there's certain dealers that are authorized to sell the authentic sculpts. I think that's what made the light cut on in my head. Then I understood it. Yeah. So when she had said that, then I realized that, hey, you cannot buy a fake sculpt from McPherson's because they're authorized dealers. So if I was to go ahead and get my receipt, at this time I didn't know where Miss Bear. It was only 2 places you can purchase Gabbygail. It's from Claire Taylor Dolls herself from her website, or McPherson's Craft. So I didn't know which site Beverly had purchased it from. So yeah, so but I do know that you only could purchase the authentic sculpt from an authorized dealer, which would either be her sculptor or McPherson's. You see, I just didn't know where Miss Beverly had purchased it from. So yeah, guys, so now I feel now I should say my mind is at ease. I should say my mind is at ease. Oh, you know what, guys? I didn't show you the back of her neck. I have to show you that. I must show you that. Definitely. Let me show you that right now. So the back of her neck. Let me bring it right up. I don't know if you can see it. It says 2016 Gabbygail Claire Taylor Dolls. That's what it says right there. I'm gonna take a picture of it also. That's what I'll do. Yeah, that's what it says. Yeah, guys. So she is definitely an authentic sculpt, and I must I'm just a collector that has to have an authentic sculpt, and that I have to have my paperwork. I have to have it. All right, guys, and another thing too, I do want to mention that when McPherson's Craft had sent me the wrong sculpt, I did contact them. This was after I had done the video. I figured this is the one last thing I could do, is explain to McPherson's Craft that they had sent me the wrong sculpt, because I purchased the Awake and they sent me the Sleep. I said, you know, let me contact them and explain what had happened, and hopefully they can send me a COA, because all I needed was a COA and I was willing to pay for it. So I had contacted them, and they had apologized for shipping the wrong sculpt. They did suggest that I ship it back, and I explained to them that I'm not able to ship it back because shipping fees where I live starts at $110. That's just starting. And I had showed them a copy of shipping where I had shipped out one of my mini dolls. I had 3 minis, and I had shipped them out, and I showed them a copy of one of the receipts where I had shipped one and the price it was. And so they contacted me back. They had refunded me my money. Yeah, because like I had the option to return her and they would have sent me the correct sculpt, but that didn't make sense for me because to ship her out was $110 and her sculpt cost $110. So I explained this to them, and therefore what they had done is they had refunded me my money. And I do want to mention that because I think that is great business, like when they took responsibility for their mistake. But the thing is, right then I could have decided to say purchase another, but I didn't want to end up with another blank sculpt, and you know, I cannot paint. I cannot paint, so you know, that is something I didn't want. So you know, I'm glad that it worked out this way. I am. But I do appreciate them refunding me my money. I do. But I can tell you, I mean, in no way was I trying to encourage them to refund me, because all I wanted was my COA. And I explained to them that I already have, I explained to them that I have a Gabbygail, and that my shipping company had not sent me the COA. I explained all of this. And I told them all I want is a COA, and I'm willing to pay for it. You know, I wasn't looking to be refunded, you know. So, but I do appreciate it, and I thought I should mention it because I really feel like that's great business, that they took responsibility for their mistake. Yeah. Okay. So here's my big girl. And I probably won't put any shoes on her. No. So this is Rarity Emerald, and again, Rarity, I gave her the name Rarity because she is a bit rare, in that I had sat on the fence and it really wasn't a sculpt that I was sure about. You know, I had my reasons, like the mouth being one. I wasn't sure that I would have liked it in person, and then I just decided to go for it. I started to see a few other versions of the sculpt that I fell in love with, and you know, I decided to go with it. And then Emerald, because her eyes are green, I decided to give her a second name, Emerald. Yeah. All right, everyone, so that is it. So let me go ahead and show you her COA again. Oh, well, it's not an authentic COA. You guys know that, but you know what I mean. I just love the fact that I have something that shows that she is an authentic sculpt. You see, so that's a copy of her paperwork, her receipt from McPherson's Craft. And I did also include here that, you know, it's not an original COA. It's just a copy of her receipt of an authentic Gabbygail Awake sculpt by Claire Taylor Dolls, purchased at an authorized dealer, McPherson's Craft, and I have the date, and that she was reborn by Miss Beverly from Beverly's Babies. Yes, and then again, McPherson's Craft. Yeah, Miss Beverly's name is on the receipt, so I didn't want to expose too much of the receipt publicly. Yeah, because her name is on that. Her address is not, I don't see her address on it. Her address is not showing on it, but her name is on it, and you know, the date that she purchased it, and you know, all that good stuff. All right, everyone, so that is my big girl, and this will be her, what I so call an unauthorized COA. Yeah. All right, everyone, so thank you all so much for watching, and you have a super great day. Bye-bye.